Oh, fuck me. I feel so tight and my neck is just hurting. Anyways, morning lads, ladies, aliens. Morning to you all, mate. It is Wednesday, the 28th of June. Currently 10:42 in the morning. London session is Metro Zooming, literally Metro Zooming. And today we are going to start off with Euro AUD, AUD. Look, can you see how this shit is like clockwork? Comes in, comes up, retest to the next zone, breaks it, retest, straight to the next zone, retest, retest, breaks that, and then comes up here. It's a madness. It's a madness, lads. Sorry about that, lads. You know what I'm saying? Just a little choke up. Right. No more distractions. Let's get into it. Okay, so Euro AUD. All right. We didn't get the rollover. We didn't get the rollover. We got the push through. But now this is good, yeah, because even though we didn't get it here, this area is still perfect for price to sort of reject and bounce from. But due to this weekly and this structure forming here, I did say yesterday there was a slight chance it could not reverse and it could just, continue pushing. But we like setting the reversals just in case because it looks good. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It looks good. But what is actually quite important to note is that price has come into this area here where it's sunk like the Titanic. But if you look to the left, there is another very key area right above it. And it was literally shy 40 pips. 40 pips to touch that. So I think we're going to be coming up. It's going to pull in a little bit, have a little retest, fuck about. Then we're going to come and float up here. Just to take out that region. Today I've woken up very tired, very tight. So I might have to eat a decent amount of protein today because I'm feeling it. But we good though. We good. Yesterday I did 50 pull-ups on day 8 of my pull-up challenge, which was very nice. And I did 150 pull-ups for dessert on the side. You know what I mean? Just because why not? But yeah, there's not much else to say on Euro AUD really. Not much to say. We could break this high, which is what we've done. We've come up higher than this area. Now we can look for a pullback. I don't know, just for example, innit? Just for example, we could either roll over, play around in this box, break out of it, and come up here. Or we're going to pull back in, create a higher low, because you just made a new high. Higher low down here, and then pull up to come in line with this area and my negative 27 fib zone. But yeah, very slow movements, not much happening. So I'm going to leave that like that, and we shall wait and see. Come on, man, it's yawning. Yawning. GBP USD. Horrific. So we still haven't touched 13,000 yet. Help me. I need to stop yawning. Right, so can I find a daily? See what? Yes, I can. So lads, we look at this area right now, yeah. We can see two things. This whole region, we can see how price came into it and then instantly like changed character. He said, "Yep, let me collect my orders," and then we're fucking flying to the upside. So that's what happened, yeah. Between 127,000 and 1.3 thousand. So a nice what 300 pip range, pretty much 270 pips to 300 pip range. Price was literally just collecting orders, literally just collecting. So I'm gonna find a nice base level where, because here you can see we've had the pullback and then it pissed off, but then look, it came straight back to that same area, then it pissed off again, then it came straight back to that area, and then it broke, retested, and flew. So here is where it's decided. Come left, we can see that that line is shy from this area, so it does need to, it needs to come down, which means that we take it from here. So then it covers the fact that money came into this region, pulled up, continued past it. Then we come into it again, and then we've absolutely disappeared. But now that we have a daily level where price is fucking bouncing off, it makes sense for it to be up here. Whereas before, it just looked like it was flowing in the middle of nowhere, which is not what we want. So we've got our daily liquidity range set. Now what we need to do is set yesterday's high and low, which I can't lie at. GU looks like it's coming down, to be honest. Yesterday's high. Yesterday's low. This is this week. And then I'm just going to set last week's high and last week's low. That should build confidence for me. Perfect. So, lads, this is what we're seeing. This is what we're looking at. GU, yeah. It's formed this high up here. We bumped into that purple range, and money's come into it. Doji straight back beneath. Boom. So we're not coming up. We've had a lot of wickage, big wick, big rejections, more rejections. And now we are coming into yesterday's daily low. So I believe if we can come beneath this and potentially come beneath the weekly region as well, then we are headed, lads, we are headed down to so we are headed down to here. Ah, cool. We're starting from the daily, yeah. We've made that high into this purple region. And then today we've come in. So yesterday we've come in, bumped our heads, 3-pin pattern rolled over. Today we've closed beneath the daily. Can you see how that candlestick is closed beneath? Closed beneath. Then we've had the wick pull back into that region and an instant meltdown to here. So that's what today's done. So that today's high is actually in line with the purple daily range. And I'm assuming that because we didn't break the high, we're now coming to break the low, which you can see is happening at the minute. You look at the wick, and then prices drove into it, pulled up above, and now we're smashing straight through. We're probably going to be coming to this weekly low for today, but there's no point even doing that because it's definitely going to happen. But we'll come into the low, and then if we get the break, we'll be sinking even more. But GBP USD daily range is probably like 140, 150 pips. So if we're coming from here, there's 50 pips down to the weekly, and you're looking at 100 pips down here and 120 pips down to there. See, perfect. We could see this zone by the end of today. We're going to put that down there. All right, that's done for GU. Euro JPY is still slowly crawling upwards. Yesterday's candle was very strong, big momentum. Today will probably be a relaxer, maybe a wick down to here somewhere, and then Thursday and Friday could be the continuation. Can you see? Big pump, doji, doji, big pump, doji. And then maybe either another doji or after this doji we get the push. But I'm not going to analyze this pair, I'm going to leave it. The Euro USD. Okay, so unlike GBP AUD, lads, Euro USD actually like the money came in and started slowing down with an instant doji candle. And then we've just trickled our way down. Close beneath, doji wick, wick. Now what we need is maybe a push and then a big engulfing bearish to the downside. Or we're going to just sink. But I'm going to leave that setup. It's still valid. I'm literally going to leave it. And yeah, we shall see. We shall see what happens. We shall see what happens. GBP AUD. Look what happened to this shit pair. So we didn't get the fib. It didn't roll over. We made the doji, and then straight above. So that fib move completely invalid now. So let's delete this. Delete this. Really? Thank you. So now, because that fib move is invalid, I'm gonna take this off. What we got? What we got? What we got? So today's candle. So yesterday's high, yesterday's low is all the way down here, and today's candle. Today's candle, I can see what has happened. Let me just mark out this with an arrow. That can be deleted. I want my charts to be neat. That can be deleted. And yeah, cool. Let's zoom in now. So 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. 1 minute, lads. So you had the 50% range, which didn't play, so we'll delete that. Okay. So this arrow here, this arrow, this is representing the body. This is representing the body of yesterday's candle. So yesterday's high was this green arrow, yeah. But the highest closure point of yesterday's candle was there. So today, as you can see, once price came up and pulled down and shut like this candle then opened, came in to this candle body, but rejected. It rejected it. Can you see it? So it's literally, this is Tuesday yesterday. We've come into this, we've opened high. And then we've pulled in, but look, the candlestick didn't come beneath. It didn't close, it just wicked. And then it wicked again. And then once, look, we've done all of this consolidation from 6 p.m. all the way to 12. So it literally made dojis and small candles for 6 hours. From 6 till 12, yeah. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, 6 hours. Can't believe I actually had to count that. But we'll move. So yeah, it consolidated for 6 hours, struggled to break into the daily lower realms, and it decided to literally come in, and break straight above the previous high. So upon seeing this at 1 a.m., you enter for a buy, and you are just literally in a slingshot straight to the upside. And then all through the night, this big momentum is forming. And then we've come into 1.92 hundreds and instantly rolled over and started trickling to the downside. But it's kind of cool how we've come into the closure of the body, wicked, and then on the smaller time frame, it got rolled over, closures above here, and then a continuation now past the daily high. So now we have a new daily high, which is all the way up here. Kind of ugly, to be honest. It is kind of ugly. But what it means now is that whatever happens here in this mid region will give us a very clear um will give us a very clear picture. Can we come into, you know, can we come into that? 1 second. Can we come into yesterday's high again on the smaller time frames? Can we roll into that and continue back up here? Or are we going to consolidate and just do nothing? But I don't think GA is gonna I don't think it's gonna fall, to be honest. If I've said GBP USD at all in this pair, I'm very sorry. My brain does this thing where I'll just see it. I'll just completely forget what pair I'm looking at because I'm so focused on the price action and my brain moves too fast sometimes, I'll be honest. So I'm on GA. I thought I was in GU for some reason. I don't know why. But GU's there. I'm on GA, lads. Again, if I've said GU, I apologize. I'm in GA. But yeah, I don't think GA could break any of this. Even coming all the way down to here again is a bit of a stretch. So basically today we're going to see what happens once it comes into the yesterday's high and the closure of this daily candle. We've got the daily high and then the highest closure point. But yeah, we can literally come into here and then carry on, which would then make this candlestick come up above here. So let's have take a screenshot just in case, because that will be cold. And that is GBP AUD, lads, for the next setup. We've got GA. We've got GBP AUD wrong quite a lot this week in the last 4 or 5 days. I've just been waiting for Fibonacci moves. You see what I mean? Like when I use Fib, it just doesn't work out for me most of the time, unless I catch it in a very good, like for example here. If I caught this, that would have been okay. But then again, the amount of noise it made down here is very annoying. So not even the best of places. But this one, on the other hand, perfection for the downside. Look, can you see A, B, C, D? 4 movements. We're in a downtrend. Yeah, we're making new lows. I've taken it from the lower high to the new low, waited for the pullback. It's rolled into the 70.5%, and then instantly engulfed straight off of it. And then wick rejection, and off we go. Down to negative 27, straight to take profit. You know what I'm saying? The setup would have been like that. Stop loss, 20 pips, straight to negative 27. So you gained 230 pips, risking 20, and it was just a straight fucking beautiful. That would have been a great trade. But yeah, GA, fuck Fibonacci. They don't rate it. They don't like it. You've got to catch it at the right places. But this is what I've got now. Hopefully that comes in. That'll be nice. And now let's look at gold. You see? Look, lads. Phenomenal. I might even jump in. Do I jump in? I might even fucking jump in. But that stop loss is no good though. Yeah, my entry should have been like up here somewhere. But can you see how perfect this is though? Like I can get gold right, but I can't get GA right. It makes no sense. But gold is playing in perfectly. Like I said, because we had to play the big wick. We're making new lows and stuff. So we're on the higher time frame. We're a little bit bearish at the minute. I would say a major. See, this is where it gets far-fetched, yeah. Because on the weekly time frame, you're looking for this area here to be wiped out. If price can come lower than this, then we know on a much bigger scale that we've got a change in character, like price is sinking. Do you know what I mean? But for price to come down here, you're looking at a good couple days of solid fucking crash, which don't usually happen. But no, even the fact that you could put a zone up here, price has come through, retested it, breaking it. Do you know, like if we look at the crosshair, we can see the price has come in here, wicked up, and then the next candle brought it beneath, then the other candles just couldn't, and then bow. Now momentum seems to be, you know what? We're definitely coming down to 1900s. The weekly is bearish. The daily is fucking bearish. That is the way that has, like, there is trade opportunities left, right, and center right now. Now, if I weren't being very disciplined and I didn't have a plan, I probably would be entering this trade. But I'm not going to enter purely because my discipline at the minute is my focus. And what is just happening right now, what just happened right then was low key, a little bit of FOMO in it, a little bit of fear of missing out. That's what's making me think I want to enter the trade because it's lined up perfectly, showing everything it needs to show. You know what I'm saying? It is headed to 1900s, like I've been calling. But I want to be able to ignore, I want to be able to have control. Do you know what I mean? Like, even though I'm seeing perfect setups, I'm still ignoring that FOMO, that fear of missing out. Like, my mind automatically goes, enter a trade, enter a trade, enter a trade, like 50 million times in the space of 5 seconds. Because in the back of my mind, there's a fear of missing out. But that fear of missing out feeling, that thought of missing out isn't at the forefront of my mind. What is at the forefront is me entering the trade. But I know why I want to enter the trade. It takes a level of awareness to understand your own, to overstand your own thoughts. Like it's all good and jolly you sitting there thinking, oh, I know I've just been aware of myself wanting to place a trade. But then when you sit back and you're like, well, why? Why did my brain do that? Like, why did I want to enter this trade? And you really think about it, then you literally reveal pages of your own book that you didn't even know you had. And this is what I do normally now. Like before I enter a trade, I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, why do I want to enter this trade? Is it because I'm gonna miss out? Am I scared of missing out? Or is everything according to my plan? Checklist is complete and it's a genuine setup. So you just got to really think, like, you got to really take yourself in. And obviously at this precise moment in time, my focus is my self-discipline. So me looking at charts and, submitting to that FOMO feeling and wanting to enter this trade just because it looks good and I don't really want to miss out on it, I would be losing. I would be losing a winning battle as well. Because I've been doing good with my discipline. I've been gaining control, like full control of my mind and my body. So yeah, we stay focused, lads. We stay focused. No FOMO, no emotional trading whatsoever. So what we're going to do now is we are going to watch gold tank to 1900s. I'm going to go 1895 as the lowest point. Okay. Now I do that because I know that gold loves numbers ending with 5. 85, 95, 1905. Look, watch. I guarantee any money, 1905 is right here. I guarantee you when this comes into price, it will start wicking. It will start playing around because it's reacting to 1905. I'll even show you tomorrow. But it is looking decent. Gold is looking decent. 1900 is getting touched, definitely. And then 1895, I reckon, for gold. But you know what I want to do though? Just because my mind wanted to enter the trade, I'm going to set the thing as if I've entered and we're going to see what happens. But look, 89 pips for a stop loss. Fuck off, mate. That is just, you don't even need that. Ridiculous. Unless you've got 100 mil in the bank. But even then, I wouldn't do that. So, yeah, this is why I didn't enter. One, because the stop loss was shit. Two, I'm going through a discipline thing at the minute. And there's no freeze. That's literally it. Genuinely, I don't know what I would have done with a stop loss. Like, genuinely. We'll leave it above here. 54 pips for 132 pips. 1 to 2 risk to reward. Oh, beautiful, lads. I don't even know what time I started this fucking stream. But yeah, it is going well, man. We're on episode 25. Is it 25 or 26? Let's have a look. Are we on 25 or 26? Right, well, this ain't going well, is it? Where's the fucking folder? Oh, we're on vid 26. Wow! So this is episode 26, which means there is 4 episodes left until this month marathon is finished. And then we will be trading. we will be trading. But ah, it's been a good couple months, I'll be honest. We've made a good amount of progress. Even my chart work, I feel much better coming on and doing my chart work. Like it's a bit more clearer upstairs. Like sometimes I get lost and I'm like, well, what do I do with these regions and all this? Like, but yeah, I'm locked in at the minute. I am locked in, boys. And I'll see you in the next one, you fucking bunch of twats. Hello.